Hello there and welcome to another weapon fighting simulator video. In this one I want you to explore just a few, not necessarily not necessarily tricks or anything like that or hacks, but just a few things and mechanics in the game that you may have missed. Now you might be an expert and you may know all these already, but if you're a new player, these things may be easy to miss, and I'm basing it on my own experiences, things that I've only really figured out just today after playing for a few months. So number one, because it's dead easy, did you know you can just press M to equip your mount and unequip it? Just press M and there we go, done and dusted. Thank you very much. So there's tip number one, nice and easy. Most of you probably know that one. Another one that is a little bit more obvious, but could be easy to miss, or you might forget to claim it, is in here, where I have got this number one icon showing. So if you click on that, there's all of these different achievements in here, and every time you complete one, you get a nice little boost, a nice little bonus that runs all the time in the background, a nice passive. So this one, I can get plus 10% spirit stones because I have killed 20 enemies in the Moon Valley. Just make sure you collect them is all I'm saying, dead easy to miss. And I'll show you just how good they can be when you come down to the bottom here, because they all stack. So what I've got, 25 weapon rack slots, more spirit stones again, more spirit stones again, more bag slots, more spirit stones, and so on. So you can see how quickly these things can mount up. You can get a little bit of a luck boost. I'm not going to go through them all. All I'm going to say is make sure you do check your achievements regularly so that you can make the most of your playtime. Okay, another one, and this is from quite a recent update, but did you know that if you can get all of your spells in a particular category to level 6, you can also unlock a nice little passive buff as well. So for example here in these newbie ones, if I get them all to level 6, my spell damage will be increased by 20%. If I do the shadow ones, pick up range 20%. If I do the fire ones, weapon damage by 20%, and so on and so forth. And as you can see, as we go up the levels, we go to the very max level ones, 20% damage in a tower, 20% damage to bosses, 20% silver gain, 20% damage on there. And remember, these are all stacking, so chi gain, and so on and so forth. Absolutely awesome. So there's another little tip. Okay, the next little thing concerns the auto fight. Now you probably know that by clicking on the boot and clicking start auto fight, your character will just, off he goes, and will start fighting stuff and attacking it and collecting loot as it goes. Dead good, dead handy if you want to AFK farm. But did you know that by pressing this cog, you can actually target what your character is going to fight? So at the moment, I've got it set to fight a Lord, but if I switch it to Chi Chest, stop the auto fight and start again, I'm just going to go straight for the chi chests, and you can do that with all the things. So that was literally just today. My little boy told me that. He said he knew it all the time, he just forgot. But there's a nice little handy tip. And with regards to the auto fight, did you know that you can hatch stones and auto fight at the same time? So it only works in areas where there's the Lord characters, and the reason it works is because there's this secondary egg hatching station, I'm going to call it. So what you can do, you can start your guys attacking. We could even use this just to go to Lord. So they will, when you kill it and respawns, they'll start attacking again, and then I can start hatching my eggs. And I think that's a really good handy one. Now, unfortunately, what it won't do is collect the loot for you as you go. So periodically, you may have to dive back in just to collect the loot from the auto fight. But nonetheless, it's a great way of farming and hatching eggs at the same time. And as we're hatching eggs, I want to show you a few settings that you can change in here as well. So just this cog here, there's a few things you can do to either auto sell stuff that you don't want, and you can actually auto fuse as you go as well. So I'll explain those in terms of auto sell. I think is more straightforward. So if you don't want certain weapons clogging up your bag space, you can set any of these to on or off. So if they're off, it won't sell any, and it will just keep them in your inventory. Whereas if you put these to on, every time you hatch one of these rarities, it will automatically sell it back to the game, giving you some more spirit stones to spend and stopping your inventory filling up. However, what I found out today, and the reason why I'm keeping them all off, is because there's this auto fuse function. So what the auto fuse function does is it levels up your weapons for you when you're hatching. So what you can do first of all is you can select the rarity of the weapons that you want to be fusing. And then secondly, if you click on here, you can select the actual weapon that you want to fuse. So for example, at the moment, I'm choosing to level up this one. Then what that will do is when I'm hatching, every time I hatch an uncommon, a rare or an epic at the moment, it will automatically fuse them into the weapon I've selected and level it up for us. So once again, another amazing way of not filling up your bag space with junk. So I'm going to use this as an example. I've got a level 1 Thunderbolt, it does 110 damage, but I'm going to auto fuse all this stuff with it. So we'll just hatch a few eggs. Okay, so literally I've just hatched about, what, 10 eggs, something like that, not loads. And with the auto fuse on, this is now gone up to 84.9 million. So very, very nice indeed. There is one more thing though that I want to show you from a recent update as well, and that is these spell scrolls, these mystery scrolls, which can be used to enhance your spells that you have equipped. So it does cost quite a few spells. You get them from doing boss fights, and they also drop randomly. And the little boost that they can give you, I'll show you an example because I've managed to unlock one somewhere in here. It's on one of these. Yeah, so I've managed to get one on my Aura Blast at the moment, and that's given me a spell cooldown of 6%, which is pretty nice. And the way you get these is once you've got enough scrolls, head to the Infinite Mountain, go to the spell library, then select a spell that you're interested in buffing, and then if you have enough of the mystery scrolls, you can then click on roll, and then in this case 12 hours later you will have that nice little spell buff that you can add to your spells. Now what's also quite cool is that you can trade those things as well. I don't know anyone in the server, so I'm not going to trade them, but you can also trade those spell buffs as well, so it's effectively a nice currency as well that you can use there. Okay, and finally before we go, there's just one last thing I want to talk about, and that is Jade. I've decided to do this purely because quite a few people have been asking me in game what you can do with Jade. So Jade is a currency that you can earn in game, just drops randomly. You can get it from bosses, get it from random mobs. And at the moment you can see at the bottom here I've got 25. And you can use Jade for buying game passes, which is a great alternative if you don't have access to any Robux. Now I believe that the cost in Jade is the same as the cost in Robux, so if you wanted to get this 2x Spirit Stones, it would cost you 399 Jade. But it's a nice way for people who are free to play to still be able to get access to these game passes. So if you've got any spare weapons knocking around that you don't want and they're quite high level, you might find someone out there who's willing to trade them for Jade. And that's all the tips. Myself and Ollie Bear, who has decided just to come and join me. You gonna say hello, dude?
Hi, I would rather say bye because it's almost the end.
It is almost the end, so Ollie says hi and he says bye. So hopefully you found it useful. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we will see you in the next video. Take care.